What's up guys, Beige here for Complex. Most of us just automatically assume that our favorite artists and celebrities can do it all. From putting together a fire fit, curating beautiful visuals for their music videos, or even pinning their amazing hit tracks, we just expect that these creatives do everything themselves. But most prominent figures in the game today wouldn't be where they are if it wasn't for the genius creatives that work behind the scenes. With that being said, here's a list of top creative people who need a spotlight shown on them, because you definitely need to pay attention to them and the work that they do. Number 1, Digital Nas, producer. Nasir Pemberton, aka Digital Nas, is a 21-year-old music producer that was born in Atlanta, Georgia. Growing up in a musical hub like ATL, it doesn't come as a surprise that the young creative has worked with so many influential artists. Nas was an amateur skateboarder between the ages of 16 and 17, with brands like Nike and Woodward sponsoring him. At the age of 19, he dropped out of pre-law school at Georgia State and fully delved into music production that would eventually shape the rest of his life. Digital Nas came up with Lil Yachty when he was in his grassroots stages with only 1,000 plays on SoundCloud. Since then, he's produced tracks for A$AP Rocky, Ferg, Playboi Carti, Trippie Redd, Migos, Rich the Kid, and the list goes on. He's currently working on Lil Bo 2, Lil Pump and Lil Yachty's collaborative project, cooking up some heat for artists like Lil Wop, YG, and Smoke Perp, and also working on his debut artist project that would definitely be something to look out for. Number 2, Keisha Lee, engineer. In a heavily male-dominated industry, Keisha Lee has shown again and again how vital she is in today's music game. The 28-year-old is from Birmingham, Alabama, and has done some engineering work for prominent Atlanta artists such as Young Thug, Migos, Playboi Carti, Gucci Mane, and Future. Lee, who goes by @EngineerKLee on Instagram, used to work at restaurants like TGI Fridays until she got the fire to take initiative to change her life, so she got into music. She's worked with Lil Uzi Vert for almost 3 years now and was a huge factor in helping him record and engineer his Love Is Rage 2 album that peaked at number 1 on Billboard 200 albums chart. Uzi's hit single XO Tour Life has since become 5 times platinum and he's been nominated for a Grammy. Keisha has been a massive asset in Uzi's success, so it doesn't come as a surprise that she was featured in Forbes 30 Under 30 list this year. Number 3, Bloody Osiris, stylist, model, and creative director. If you're a fashion enthusiast, you've more than likely stumbled across Bloody's unique style. Osiris knows how to perfectly mix his street aesthetic with high-end pieces from brands like Raf Simons and Vetements. The 23-year-old's creative resume is quite impressive to say the least. Not only did he model in Virgil Abloh's Off-White show in Italy, but he also co-styled the entire show as well. Bloody has executed creative direction for A$AP Ferg, worked on the Off-White Uptown panel for Nike with Odell Beckham, styled Travis Scott in several looks in his most recent Nike campaign, and even modeled for both Air Jordan and Yeezy. The young creative is obviously well-rounded, and it's going to be very interesting to see what he executes next in the years to come. Number 4, Ray's corrupted mind, photographer. I'm pretty sure we've all seen Ray's work by now. Whether it's a Nike billboard off 34th Street in New York or capturing one of your favorite rappers, the young photographer definitely has an eye for snapping some very intimate and raw moments. Ray began shooting with Bloody Osiris in his early stages of his career and then eventually got to link up with Ian Connor to capture him as well. Thanks to the internet and word of mouth, Ray's consistency in staying the course resulted in Travis Scott stumbling across his work, and now he's his personal photographer. Even Nike peeped Ray's work on Instagram and wanted him to apply his whole aesthetic and vibe to its Nike NBA campaign. He's also shot artists such as Lil Yachty, Rich the Kid, Playboi Carti, and even top models Bella Hadid and Kendall Jenner. Ray's career is a perfect example of someone that didn't allow his small hometown to define him, and he took that risk to jump and try something new, and it ended up changing his life completely. Number 5, Derrick Wayne Jr., designer. The 24-year-old fashion designer is completely underrated. Derrick is currently the designer and creative director for Tory Lanez's tour merch and upcoming brand Forever Umbrella. You would think that with a position like that, someone would have to go to school to have such strong expertise in that field, but the designer's story is the polar opposite of a traditional upbringing. Derrick is from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and dropped out of high school in 10th grade. He never worked a regular job in his life, and at the age of 18, he found out he had a son on the way, so he decided to pursue fashion full-time to make ends meet. Wayne also has his own independent brand titled All Black that is arguably one of the freshest underdog brands hands down. Celebrities such as Russell Westbrook, DJ Mustard, August Alsina, Fabulous, Tiana Taylor, and Michael B. Jordan have been seen sporting his gear. Outside of fashion, Derrick also specializes in writing and producing music and graphic designing as well. He's a true multi-hyphenate. Number 6, Haiji Films, director, photographer, artist. Haiji Films is a 25-year-old creative whose visuals are overly captivating, and I'm pretty sure we've all indulged in his work. The Bronx native's unique aesthetic and eye for mesmerizing visuals definitely sets him apart from other people in his field. Haiji never went to school for his work and taught himself everything he knows, from directing to shooting to editing, and the list goes on. The AUG affiliate shot and edited videos for A$AP Ferg's most recent hits, Mattress and Plain Jane, which is currently sitting at 15+ million views and counting. He also directed Drum's hit song Broccoli featuring Lil Yachty that is a whopping 280+ million views on YouTube right now. The director has also applied his lo-fi aesthetic and trippy edits to Playboi Carti's Magnolia, A$AP Rocky's Wrath music video, and has also worked with the likes of Skepta and Kodak Black. He's currently building with Aug on some more simulating visuals, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for what he has coming in 2018. Number 7, Math Art Director. Aiden Taylor, who goes by his creative alias Math, is an extremely talented guy. The 17-year-old dropped out of high school in 10th grade so he could pursue his creative dreams. Math is an art director from Canada and he's completely self-taught. At the age of 11, he started teaching himself how to use certain software such as Photoshop, Cinema 4D, and Premiere. The budding creative has since done art direction and graphic design for A$AP Rocky, A$AP Ferg, Usher, Designer, Lil Uzi Vert, and Lil Yachty as well. Number 8, Wonder Girl Producer. I'm pretty sure every single one of us has bumped a track from Wonder Girl and probably didn't even know it. Ebony Ocean Rinde is a 20-year-old producer from Canada whose collaborative work is quite impressive to say the least. At the age of 16, she snagged her first reputable credit for producing Crown for Jay-Z on his Magna Carta Holy Grail album. Music is pretty much built in the young producer's DNA. At the age of 8, she grabbed her first Casio keyboard and taught herself how to make music. At the age of 15, Wonder Girl won the Battle of the Beatmakers competition in Toronto, Canada back in 2012. Since then, she's produced hit tracks like Travis Scott's Antidote and Rihanna's Better Have My Money. She also produced Drake's Company and Used To off of his If You're Reading This It's Too Late album. And other artists she's worked with are Big Sean, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, A$AP Mob, SZA, Bryson Tiller, French Montana, and the list goes on. Wonder Girl has obviously been grinding mad hard this year and has resulted in her earning a spot on Forbes 30 Under 30 list for 2017. Number 9, Cole Bennett, videographer and creative director. The videographer / creative director has had a huge impact on hip-hop this year thanks to his visually stimulating music videos. Cole Bennett is only 21 years old from Chicago, Illinois, and his company, Lyrical Lemonade, has literally grown to become a musical empire. His work has resulted in him garnering over 1+ million subscribers on YouTube. Bennett directed Slump God's Catch Me Outside video that's almost at 19 million views. He's also shot, directed, and edited videos for other artists such as Trippie Redd's Love Scars 2, Lil Xan's Far and Betrayed, Lil Sky's Red Roses, and even Lil Pump's D-Rose video that's currently at 97+ million views and counting. Cole's trippy aesthetic has resulted in him being the go-to guy for the latest emerging rappers to bring their lyrics to life with his exhilarating edits. So, there you have it. That's all the news for now, but for more stories on creative people behind the scenes that you need to pay attention to, be sure to subscribe to Complex on YouTube today. For Complex News, I'm Beja Velez.